Hello my beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian, and I thought that I could bring you guys another episode of us just hanging out and having a little bookish day together. You guys absolutely love these videos. They're some of my favorite videos to film, and we just get to hang out for the day, doing little bookish odds and ends, and ultimately just chat with each other. That just sounds like the absolute most perfect day for me, and I hope the perfect day for you as well watching. You know, we just get to hang out together as little book girlies. But to kick off the video, I actually need to go buy some new shelves for my room. I want to say they're bookshelves, but they're really just floating shelves for my room, but I put books on them. Yeah, so those actually completely fell off my wall and everything just went crashing down. I'll insert a video of when it happened. It was not a good time. It was not fun. I really didn't appreciate those shelves falling, and they weren't even really old, so I don't really know why they fell. But either way, that happened about a month ago, and I just haven't prioritized the time to go buy new ones. We're gonna go try to find shelves. I don't even know if they still have the ones that I bought. I don't know. We're gonna go see. But at HomeSense, they also have a good selection of books. So we can do a little bit of book shopping while we're there. And then I also need to go print some photos at Walmart because I want to do some Kindle redecorating. I feel like in these videos, we're always redecorating my Kindle. It's just a staple. So want to do that for spring. And also while I'm there, just print some stuff for my reading journal because we're gonna get into that as well. We have lots of fun things planned. I'm excited to just hang out with you guys, chat with you guys, talk about some current reads, you know, the vibes, just the vibes, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll link down a little playlist of all the other episodes of this little mini series in case you want to watch those after you watch this one. But yeah, let's go to HomeSense. I haven't seen this edition before. We're back from running our little errands. They unfortunately did not have my shelves, you guys. I kind of showed you the ones that they did have. They were either like the dark wood color, or there was one set of some white shelves that were completely different than the ones that I had beforehand. But there was only one set of two, and I would need 4 total. And I didn't love those, you know. I want to find ones that I actually love. I'll probably have to order them online, unfortunately. But we did end up picking up a little book, which, mind you, this book was literally $8. HomeSense has some amazing finds if you actually look, and depending on the location. Some HomeSense gets better book selections than others, but the one by my house, I don't know, it's always a hit for me. So we did end up picking up this book called How to Survive Your Murder by Danielle Valentine. Never heard of this author, never heard of this book, but the cover immediately drew me in, and I feel like it's just gonna be a very, very quick murder mystery. Maybe YA, it's giving YA vibes for sure. I just kind of gravitated towards it. I didn't even really read what it was about on the back. I just was like, this could be good, and it was only $8. But it specifically says, rule number 1, oh my gosh, the sticker is in the way. Oh my gosh, it's one of those stickers that, like, you know when it leaves that like sticky paper residue at the bottom? That's one of these stickers. HomeSense is the worst for them. Okay, that's great. Anyways, it says rule number 1, never go into the corn maze alone. Rule number 2, nothing good happens on Halloween. Rule number 3, never be distracted by a hot bad boy. And rule number 4, don't die, period, this time. I don't know. Bonus chapter and author Q&A inside. Okay, we love to see it. The font is super big. This is most definitely giving YA vibes. I'll make editing Gianna put up on the screen if it is YA or not, but let me know if you've heard of this book or you've already read it. I don't know. I feel like no one ever talks about it. So this will be a good little palette cleanser if I'm ever in the mood for like a fast-paced, shorter murder mystery. I feel like I don't have enough of those options on my shelf, so I've been kind of looking for new ones, but not like subconsciously looking for them, you know? But had to get that book. I wanted to get another one, but but there wasn't a specific book that I saw there that I was like, oh, I really want to read this, you know? I'm being more intentional with my book shopping lately, so there's that. But we did end up printing photos at Walmart as well. I love printing photos at Walmart. It is literally the best hack that I've found for my reading journal, for my Kindle, for literally anything book. It's just so convenient. We just have our little homemade stickers that I stole off of Pinterest, and I'm gonna cut them out and use them. We're gonna be redecorating my Kindle and then also updating my reading journal, so had to make sure we were prepared for that. There's our little shopping portion of this video. I don't think I'm gonna do any more shopping. There were a few new book releases that came out that I also wanted to go pick up and read, but I feel like I need to chill out on the book shopping. There's already so many physical books that I want to get to before reading the new releases, so we're gonna hold off on that, but maybe I'll bring you guys book shopping in another episode of this or something. I don't know. Which, speaking of new releases, did you guys watch my new reading vlog that I uploaded recently? It's an hour long. It's super yappy for you guys. You guys were requesting a longer reading vlog, so I delivered and we read some of my most anticipated releases in there. Some letdowns, I can't lie, some average reads, but I did find a new all-time favorite book in that reading vlog, so make sure you can check that one out if you guys haven't watched it already. Besides that, I'm gonna stop yapping. I've been really in my hobby era lately. I've been trying to pick up more crafts and little extra hobbies on the side other than just reading and going to the gym. I feel like those are like my only hobbies. I have been doing these little diamond paintings lately, and I'm in the middle of finishing one that I want to hang on my wall because it's book themed, and I'm almost done it. So I think we're gonna go do that. I've been listening to audiobooks while I've been doing that, so I'm kind of entering my audiobook era a little bit. I've already read so many amazing ones this year, and I'm currently reading Christina Applegate's memoir that she recently released. I think we're only like 20% through it, so we're gonna listen to that while we do our little diamond painting situation. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Cozy vibes. It's so sunny in my room. I've had to close my curtain a little bit, so hopefully the lighting's not too weird, but I feel like we need to refresh my Kindle a little bit, you guys. It's not giving very much spring, and I haven't refreshed my Kindle since like the beginning of the year, I think like January-ish, or actually probably the last episode of our little bookish dates that we do. It's long overdue is what I'm trying to say. I definitely wanted to go for like a different type of aesthetic or vibe that I normally go for. So I'm excited to bring you guys through that because it will be an experience in itself. I don't even know if I'm gonna like it, but I wanted to like switch it up, you know, because I feel like I do the same thing over and over and over again. So I found these little Pinterest aesthetics, like a collage almost. You can kind of see it in like the top right corner, or I guess it's your top left maybe. I know it's gonna be opposite after I film this, but you can see that it's a collage of a certain type of aesthetic. And I thought that would be so fun if I just cut these out and kind of did that type of vibe. I went for more spring coated things. We have like strawberries, lots of red, flowers, summery type things. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna cut these up, play around a little bit, and you'll see in the montage. But I do have a package that we can open together because this is also very long overdue. I ordered myself a new clear Kindle case because this one is like yellow, and you know when clear things like start to get discolored and like it's time for a new one. Yeah, that's what happened with this one. So I did order myself a new one. I don't understand why we need such a big paper box for something so small. I'm pretty sure this is like the exact one that I had. I don't know if I ordered the same thing, but wow, that is such a difference. Why didn't I do this sooner? It literally is like $12 and I got it from Amazon, so it didn't take long to come. Look at that difference. Very long overdue. This is this is bad. Maybe one day I'll get one of those cutesy little ones that I see on Etsy and stuff, because some of the designs are so cute on Etsy, but they're just so expensive. So like I can buy a $12 case, decorate it myself, and change it whenever I want, you know? I don't know, but happy to finally have ordered this. It's such an easy purchase and I just kept putting it off for so long. It may be a new day, but we're still continuing this little bookish date. I did finish redecorating my Kindle yesterday. I showed you guys a brief little after, but this is officially her. She's cute. I think she needs to grow on me. I went for more of like a minimalistic look, adding more space to the Kindle, and like I kind of like it. It's a vibe. It's definitely giving spring core that I wanted to go for, so not too mad about it. And I'm so excited to continue decorating this for summer, and maybe I was even thinking of doing like a specific book aesthetic for one of our themes. I could do maybe like a whole addicted series or like a sports romance type of vibe. I don't know. The options are literally endless, and that is why I love my Kindle so much, because not only is it convenient and I read faster on it, but I get to customize it however I wish. Like, that is crazy. The only other thing that I would love to figure out how to do, I see so many TikToks on it, is you can create your own custom little Kindle screen. There's so many different ways that I've seen people do it, but it just looks so confusing. So if you have done it before, let me know if any of them actually work and the easiest method you found to do it, because I feel like it would look so cute. I just haven't prioritized the time to actually play around and figure out how to do it, but that would be adorable. Like, my Kindle would be complete at that point. But anyways, we are continuing this little bookish day festivities. I do want to go over some audiobooks that I've been listening to lately with you guys, because like I said, I'm kind of entering my audiobook girly era. I've always loved audiobooks, but I never really got into them until this year when I'm picking up little random hobbies. I just like to throw on a little audiobook instead of watching YouTube or something like that. So I wanted to go through some of the recent ones I've read, even if I didn't like them, because I feel like I've never given you guys audiobook recommendations or really talked about audiobooks at all on my channel, and obviously that is a form of reading as well. So these are a few of the current audiobooks that I have been enjoying, that I've read. Right off the bat, the first one, I did kind of mention it a few videos ago, but I was listening to The Correspondent by Virginia Evans, and wow, you guys, it is one of my favorite reads of 2026 so far. It's definitely a random read for me specifically, but I saw that Sarah Caroli really enjoyed this, so I was like, let's give it a go. It's a different book format because the book is told all through letters from our main character, Sylvia. I could not recommend an audiobook to you guys more, especially if you just want to follow the life of an elderly woman and her love for writing letters. It is just so magical, and it really gave me a different perspective of checking in on your loved ones, or just a now old way of communicating, but is still so important, and we kind of forget how meaningful letters are in a way. So I did rate this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was so close to being a 5 stars, you guys. The end was heart-wrenching, but in the best way possible. It was like a bittersweet type of ending, so highly would recommend that one, especially the audiobook. A not so good recommendation, but I feel like maybe it was just the audiobook that kind of ruined it for me. I read The River is Waiting by Wally Lamb. Now, this book I saw all over TikTok. It was recommended to me by my mom and a few other people, and I thought that the concept was there, but the ending was terrible. It got so dragged out. The audiobook, I'm pretty sure, was 14 or 15 hours long, so it was extremely long for what it was. And because I listened to all my audiobooks on Spotify, I wasted so many of my audiobook hours allotted for that month on this one. It just wasn't for me, sadly, but I feel like maybe if I read it physically or on my Kindle or something, I could have enjoyed it more. Maybe it was just the audiobook, but still, it was not what I wanted it to be. So we rated this a 2 out of 5. I'm pretty sure in my review I said, what in the was this? Like, genuinely, what did I just read? And then the last one that I just finished recently was actually a part of the 26 books I want to read in 2026, which we'll get into that when we fill in my reading journal, but it was The Favorites by Lane Fargo. You guys and TikTok and the whole book community told me, do not read this book physically, listen to the audiobook, and I did just that, and I am so happy that I did. Before going into it, I was like, I feel like I'd enjoy it either way, but I am so happy that I listened to the audiobook. So if this is on your TBR, please listen to the audiobook instead of reading it physically or even on your Kindle, because it just brings the book so much more to life, and it gives it so much more meaning because you can feel the actual emotions that the characters are going through. You can picture every single scene so perfectly. So that is my biggest recommendation for this specific book. Genuinely, the audiobook was done so perfectly. Now we are following the figure skating world. We're following 2 beautiful figure skaters and just the crazy world of figure skating. I never knew that it was that chaotic and was that toxic. Now I don't know if maybe it was just this book and stuff, but when you're dealing with professional figure skaters and the the Olympic world, it is just a little bit messy. I can't lie. There's a lot of sabotaging, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of heartbreak. Like, it just was a lot, but I was so here for it. And honestly, I was gonna rate this book a 4 out of 5, but I ended up rating a 4.5 because the epilogue, you guys. I have never fell in love with an epilogue more in my life. I'm pretty sure the epilogue was in the audiobook version like 35-40 minutes, but you needed it. I'm telling you, you needed it. I was not expecting to absolutely sob my eyes out at an epilogue. Genuinely, I was speechless, and it made me love it so much more. As sad as that is to say, you just need it for the closure. You need it for the one specific character that I'm not going to name because I'm not giving spoilers, but wow, even thinking back on it, I'm like still upset about it, but and again, a bittersweet moment. It just is so perfect. So please, please, please listen to the audiobook of this, or if you don't like audiobooks but you still want to read it, it is most definitely worth the read. One of the best books that I've read again in 2026 so far. But I'm so excited to pick up more audiobooks throughout the rest of 2026. I feel like we already have so many under our belt, and there's so many still on my TBR that I found on TikTok, or just ones that I'm predicting that are gonna sound good as audiobooks. I don't know. I definitely, like I said, am in my audiobook era, and if you guys have any audiobook recommendations that you guys can give me, please drop them down below because I feel like they're not talked about as much, and there's definitely some BookTok books that have audiobook versions that I don't know if they would be better listened to rather than read. So definitely let me know. I love taking recommendations from you guys, so that would be much appreciated. But the last thing that I want to get into for our little bookish date in this little episode is filling in my reading journal. I did do a little bit of prep before wanting to sit down and do my reading journal with you guys, and we actually have 4 books to fill in. I'm a little bit behind on keeping up with the reading journal, so we're gonna do that together because in one of my recent videos that I uploaded to you guys, we did a cozy little reading journal sesh, and I filled in my reading journal real time and chatted with you guys, and I had so much fun doing that. So I want to do it again really quickly, and just so you can see the little updates and changes that we're making in our reading journal for month to month kind of, so then you guys can keep up with it throughout the year rather than me just post a few videos as an overall wrap up throughout the year. I feel like that's kind of how I want to structure it. So let's pull out the reading journal, let's get cozy, let's get chatty because we love to chat over here. Let's fill in this reading journal, you guys. We have my phone here with all of our Goodreads ratings, all the info, statistics pulled up. And the next book that we need to fill in is The Favorites by Lane Fargo, which I obviously just briefly touched on with you guys, but wow, is this so good. And yes, I would 100% recommend you read it. And this was actually our 15th book that we completed. 4.5 out of 5 stars, you guys. I'm honestly not surprised because this was an anticipated read for me. I wanted to read it actually before the end of last year, but knowing the reading year that we had last year, time just kind of slipped away from me and I just did not prioritize it. But man, do I wish that I did because I loved this so much more than I thought. We also need to add her to our bookshelf. Where shall we put her is the question. We could put her here or here. I think I might put her here, to be honest. It can join this little family right here. I'm so excited to see all the pink come to life once the spread is done. One of my favorite spreads for sure. Write in our title, The Favorites. Next, it was a part of the 26 books that I want to read in 2026. What the heck happened here? I have no idea. But we need to draw in our stars. This always takes at least 1 or 2 tries because I suck at drawing stars for some reason. Let's see if we can do it first try. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. I mean, she works. Now we gotta color her in. I feel like there were so many different ways that I could have done this spread, set it up, or like ticked off that I completed them, but this way just seemed to make sense in my head the most. I've seen people do it so many different ways because you can get so creative with spreads like this. Maybe I'll try like a different approach next year, but for this year, I'm not too mad about it. And plus, I really, really, really want to complete this whole spread. If I can complete the 26 books that I want to read, I think my life will be complete. And I also wish that this was a series. I feel like it would be so good if we got the other figure skaters and like couples within the book in a continuing series, but sadly it is a standalone. We can't add it to the A to Z. Like I always mention, we're gonna fill this in at the end of the year. And this was my 4th book that we read in March. We'll put it here. Ooh, we're also gonna have to fill in my favorite book of March because we're basically at the end of the month. And we can knock it off of our physical TBR. I don't even know where I put it. There's so many books on this physical TBR. Oh, here it is.
We rated it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And we finished this on March 3rd. What am I going on about? We finished this in March on the 17th, 2026. 2026, wow, this year is flying.
And then we do have our merch cover page and our merch reads, but I'm gonna wait until the very end of the month, just in case I do end up finishing one more book before the end of the month. I just don't wanna organize it the wrong way and then run out of space. So this page, you guys will have to see in another video be completed, but this is what it's looking like currently. It's so cute. All my merch reads will eventually go in here. But moving on to our next read that we completed, we did read Half His Age by Gianna. Very anticipated read. I did actually just feature this in a reading vlog that I uploaded to you guys, and it was good, but I didn't love it as much as I thought. So we did rate this a 4 out of 5.
And this was our 16th book. If you guys want to see my reactions, my thoughts more in detail, I would definitely check out that reading vlog. It is a nice long yappy reading vlog for you guys, and I really went in detail with all the emotions that I was feeling while I was reading that book, because wow, there was definitely many. There was a lot of emotions that I went through while reading that.
It definitely was not the easiest read, but obviously that made me love it even more in a way. Where shall we put her? Half His Age. It's kind of a short book title, so I could get away with using a small space if I wanted to. This one or this one? I feel like we should do this one.
I wish I included more slanted book titles in this little spread because they just look so cool and it adds more like definition to the page. Even though I'm just realizing that these colors look very, very, very similar together, I actually think they might be the same color now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, they're the same color. I wanted to avoid that, but it's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Oops. Hello? My pen doesn't want to write.
And again, this was a part of my 26 books that I want to read in 2026. We are absolutely killing this page, you guys.
Obviously, I knew that I was going to read majority of these because, oh, let's redo that. Because they are some of my most anticipated reads that I picked out for the year. But I didn't think we would already 3 months in be completing this many out of the list. See, that was a little bit slanted. They always take 2 tries, you guys, but we get there eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Like already we completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Already completed 7, and we're just entering our 4th month of the year. I'd say we're pretty much on track, if you ask me. Oh my gosh, this pen is so much better to write in these stars. Why wasn't I doing that all along? Okay, this one looks a little bit messy, but
I will fix it. I promise I'll fix it. Again, it's not a series, but we can add it to our alphabet challenge, which I thought we would be much farther in at this point of the year, but I'm not too mad about it. We're gonna put her right at the H. Oh,
my glue stick is falling all over the place.
I need to get a new glue stick, you guys. This one is basically out, but I've had it for so long. I don't even know how it's lasted me this long, to be honest, but she will just have to do for today, and then I'll have to run out to the dollar store and get another one. The dollar store glue sticks, guys, they just work the best for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's like expired or something, so the glue stickier. I have no clue, but I always get all my glue sticks there because even the ones I get from Walmart or Michael's just don't work as good. And maybe that's just my delusional brain thinking that, but maybe it's true. Maybe they do just work better. Who knows? But anyways, I feel like I read a lot of books that have titles with the. So obviously, if a title has the, I can't place it anywhere. I feel like we'd be much further if I didn't read as many books starting with the, but it's okay. And this was a new release. Yes, January 30th. Wow.
And this was our 5th book that we read in the month of March. Oh my gosh, are we gonna complete this whole
little section? I've never done that before in my reading journal. And we can also cross it off our list. So exciting. I'm so excited to get my TBR down, you guys. This is the year that we're officially going to do it. I feel like I've been saying that for so many years. Like I've had that as my main goal for so long, but this year I just have a feeling. I have a feeling it's gonna be the one.
We rated this a 4 out of 5 as well. There's a lot of 4 out of 5s going on. And we finished this on March 22nd.
Yay. Moving on, we have to include Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. Again, I featured this book in that reading vlog as well, and sadly we soft DNF'd this one, you guys. We soft DNF'd it, so I actually can't even fill in anything here, but it was our 17th book of the year, and I'm really sad that I ended up DNFing this, but it just had to be done, you guys. I could not stand the writing. I could not stand anything about it. I just think I need to take a break from Colleen Hoover's books for a while.
I didn't read one for so long, and I just remember now why I didn't read one for so long. But to be fair, she has a lot of decent books, so I can't knock all of her books just for the few bad ones that I read by her. I think we're just gonna put it here. Easy and convenient to fill in, to be honest. Woman down. So sad. It is a soft DNF though, so maybe we'll come back. I don't know though. I don't have any plans to be honest. It wasn't a part of my 26 books I want to read in 2026. Wasn't a series, thank goodness. We can technically put it as our W for the alphabet, but I want to leave it blank just in case I read a better book that starts with a W, but we could potentially put it there. And then I think that is all we can fill in, other than it being my 6th book that I read. And yes, I do count DNFs as books that I read, only because I did read to the 50% mark, meaning that counts enough as a book for me to include that I did complete it. Let me know if you guys count DNFs as read books, because I do. And I feel like that may be controversial, but I did complete 50% of the book, so that is enough in my books. And we can cross it off of this physical TBR list because as of right now, I don't see myself picking it up anytime soon. Where did I put it? I might not even have added it as a physical TBR book, to be honest. Did I? Oh, looks like I didn't even add it on here. My mom actually got me this book for Valentine's Day this year, so I guess I just didn't end up adding it into the journal. Miss Coho. She has a lot of good books, just a lot of misses as well. And this was soft DNF. Yes, I'm gonna write soft DNF, even if I don't end up picking it up for the rest of the year. And we finished this, well, partially finished this on March 26, 2026. Sad about that one, but what can you do? They all can't be wins. And then the last book we need to include, I just finished this last night, is Collided by Lauren Asher. I finally continued this series, you guys. I read Throttled at the beginning of 2025, and then I just didn't end up continuing it for the rest of the year. So I'm happy that I'm starting early, and maybe we can actually make a bigger dent in this series this year. We did rate this a 3 out of 5. I honestly had higher hopes for this book, but we can't win them all, like I said. And this one just felt like it was kind of purely spice. The whole book was revolved around an F-it list where our main character, who hasn't really experienced the things she wants to experience, wanted to step out of her comfort zone for one of the F1 seasons. So she decided to make this sexy bucket list, let's call it that. And she obviously started to get to know one of the F1 drivers, and he basically helps her complete this sexy bucket list. So that's kind of what the whole book's revolving around, and for some reason I just wasn't really into it. The spice felt kind of icky at times, which is interesting for me to say because I've never really felt that way towards Lauren Asher's spice, but for this one it just happened and I don't really know how to feel about it. So that was the main downfall I had with this book. And then the ending just felt like any other romance ending that you could possibly think of. It didn't feel like anything special, so that is ultimately why it got 3 out of 5, which again isn't a bad rating, just for a Lauren Asher book and for a book that obviously was very anticipated for me, just was a little disappointing. But this was a part of our 26 books I wanted to read in 2026, so we have to fill in our stars. We can finally fill out the box for the next book of this series, the Dirty Air series, you guys. I am hoping to finish this series. I really am hoping. We only have 2 more books to go, and I honestly do want to start the 3rd one on my Kindle. I have the 3rd one physically, but I really enjoy reading this series on my Kindle. And we can also add it to our alphabet challenge, letter C. I feel like these are the easier books to complete a part of this challenge. And then when we get to like T, U, V, even P, and like X, Y, and Z, I feel like those are the ones that are so challenging. I think in 2024, I actually did come close to completing it, but then again, I also read 79 books in 2024, so we had a lot to choose from. We had a lot of possibilities to fill in the whole alphabet, so I'm hoping this year will be the same thing, but 2025 was not the case, so maybe we can make up for it in 2026. And then this was the 6th book that we read in March. I feel like I really just got to read one more book to complete this whole little section. I feel like that would be so satisfying, and it will push me to obviously read 7 books in 1 month. Well, technically we did read 5 because we DNF'd 1, but it's okay. We can also fill it in for our physical TBR. Collided, where are you? Oh, she's right here. She blended in with the others. We rated this a 3 out of 5 stars. I'm hoping that the next book, Wrecked, in the series is better than a 3 out of 5, but I think it will be. I think maybe this was just an off book in the series. And we finished this on March 29th. I honestly don't even know who the 3rd book follows, like couples-wise, so that should be interesting to find out. But
one random thing that we need to fill in is my March favorite read, and you guys are never gonna guess it. Well, actually you probably will, but it is going to be The Future Saints. This was my all-time favorite book that I read in 2026 so far, and obviously in the month of March. Wow, you guys, this was an extremely anticipated read, and if you watched the reading vlog, you guys got to experience all the emotions I went through while reading this book, and basically you got front row seats of watching me absolutely fall in love with this book more and more as I read it. I genuinely wish I could explain to you guys the feelings and put it into words of what this book made me feel and how much this book means to me, but it's one of those ones that you just have to read it to understand. So if you take any recommendations from me from the books that I've recommended to you guys so far this year, it would be this one. Please, please, please read it. It is so perfect. But I think that is everything that we can fill in as of right now. Oh, actually, the one thing that we can fill in together is the new book that we picked up yesterday. I guess we can add that to our physical TBR.
We're supposed to be knocking down books, not adding more books, but it's okay. That book was called How to Survive Your Murder. My writing is so messy today. And that is by an author I've never heard of before. Let me know if you guys have heard of this author. She had a few books at home since Valentine. I would like to have a last name of Valentine. That seems fancy and cool.
Reading journal now officially complete. I feel like that's everything I wanted to include in our little bookish date over the past 2 days. I can't think of anything right now that I want to update you guys on or tell you guys about. I think we're officially all yapped out, and I don't think that ever was going to be possible or those words would ever come out of my mouth. But I feel like we've had so much fun together. I really hope you guys enjoyed spending the day and a half with me and just doing everything bookish. I, again, love filming these videos, and let me know if you guys want this series to continue, or even just let me know maybe the things you want to see in these episodes. I feel like I kind of rotate of like some sort of book shopping, some sort of reading journaling, some sort of decorating or craft in some way. If you guys like that structure, be sure to leave me a comment letting me know, or if you guys have ideas or something specific you want featured in these videos, let me know that too. I do read every single comment and I do respond to every single one of you guys. I just love going through my comments. I think that is one of my favorite parts of doing what I do and connecting with you guys on that type of level. That was just a little rant for no reason, but I feel like I don't say it enough of how much I genuinely appreciate you guys and love you guys, and we're just a cute little family over here. Anyways, I'm blabbing on. I'm getting too sappy. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know what to do. Don't forget to check out all my social media platforms linked down below. They're always in the description box, along with my vlog channel. Definitely lots of short form content over there, along with long form videos as well for fitness, lifestyle, traveling, all that fun stuff that you don't get to see over on this channel. But other than that, I hope you guys are having such an amazing, wonderful day. Happy reading, go have a fun drink, go get cozy, just romanticize your life, okay? I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Please don't rip, please don't rip. Oh my gosh, it's happening. I just need to see the words. And then I also picked up kiwis, but those are in the fridge, so I can't show you them, but I'm excited to eat my kiwis. I love kissing your face, I know.
La la la.
And I'm sick of staring at this one.
Oh no. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, well, let's add it. Hello.